In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to make webhooks in Bubble.io. Webhooks let external services like Stripe or Zapier send real-time notifications to your app whenever something happens, such as a completed payment or a new form submission. In Bubble, you receive those notifications through a back-end workflow endpoint, also called an API workflow. I'll walk you through setting up the environment and creating your first webhook URL. First, enable the right features in your app. Open the editor, go to Settings, and then the API tab. Turn on back-end workflows so Bubble exposes the special server-side area where webhooks live. Also enable Expose as a public API workflow. This allows a specific workflow to be called from outside your app. Click Save to confirm. If you're working in development, these settings apply to your test version. You can repeat the same toggles in live once you're ready to go to production. Next, create the webhook endpoint itself. In the left menu, open Backend Workflows. Click New API Workflow to create a new server-side workflow that external services can call. Give it a clear, lowercase name without spaces, such as Stripe Webhook. That name becomes part of the URL path, so choose something predictable. If you rename it later, the endpoint path will also change, so plan your naming up front and avoid frequent renames to prevent breaking connections with external services. In the workflow settings, make sure Expose as a public API workflow is turned on. For authentication, select None. This is the standard choice when integrating with trusted providers like Stripe or Zapier, which verify requests through their own signing methods rather than Bubble's user authentication. As soon as you save, Bubble generates a unique webhook URL for this workflow. It will look similar to https://your-app bubbleapps.io/version test/ap 1.1.wf stripe webhook. Copy that address and paste it into the webhook settings of the service you're integrating. The version test segment indicates the development environment. When you deploy to live, you'll use the live URL without version test. Keep the URL private and only share it with services that should call your app. If your app uses a custom domain, the URL's base will reflect that domain, but the path, including #API-1.1.wf and your workflow name, stays the same. Test in development before switching your provider to the live URL. From here, you can build the actions inside this back-end workflow to handle incoming data, such as logging events or updating records. That logic runs automatically whenever the external service hits your endpoint. And that's all you need to create a webhook in Bubble, enable back-end workflows, create a public API workflow with no authentication, and use the generated URL with your provider.